think that's very interesting because it's like when I'm listening to your music, you find such interesting pockets.
Yeah.
In the track, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, man, like how did he find that,
bro?
You know
thank you.
I mean?
Oh man,
it's tight, bro. I'm like, dang, bro, like it's just so wavy. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's my bro. That's really what I'm trying to make my brand. It's like the wavy, melody driven stuff. That's just like, yeah, like how did bro come up with like this? And it's it's obviously it's not all me. Like I have people that I work with and do things, and the team is awesome. But it's having that brainchild idea of like, man, I hear this record and I hear something interesting. Like people. Shout out Lexi because she knows what I'm talking about. I will say this thing, and it's kind of dumb, but I'm like, man, we got to swag this up. Like, you need some swag, bro. Like, when you're tracking vocals, bro, where's the swag? Like, and I say it all the time, and every record requires different things, but I'm like, what does the record require? Like, the swag, whatever it is in that record, if I need to be a little more mumbly in this, I need to mumble. If I need to be right on it for this certain part, or if I need to drop my voice for this, or if I need to, whatever it is, like, bro, we got to swag this up. Like, we can't just be la, 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 la. Like, we gotta do something. And I'm very big on finding interesting things. I call it like sticky moments. If the song doesn't make you do that, like, not necessarily jump around, but like, if you don't feel like the bounce here, or I get what you're doing here, I feel the pocket, I feel whatever it is, I feel this sticky melody, then I feel like I've failed making the record, because I need you. Every song that I do, I need you to remember something.
Okay.
Now and then, is you gonna play pretend? Is you gonna bag it up? Will you be there with no?
Okay. Oh man, what?
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah. Hey, man, we just gonna see where this conversation goes today,
dude. Absolutely,
boy. We
man.
gonna flow, man.
I'm honored to be here, bro. Yeah,
I'm beyond impressed, man.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll get into it.
Absolutely, bro.
We'll get into
I'm here for it.
Wow. Okay, Mike, check 1, 2.
Check.
We are back. Welcome to the Lost in the Sauce podcast, man. I'm your host, Sauce. You dig? Thank y'all for all the listeners, all the new subscribers, man. Y'all make sure y'all just tap in, man. Continue to like the videos, comment down below. We appreciate everybody that has been supporting. We're on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, all the information for the artists and stuff that we have and the guests that we have on this show. It's linked down in the description. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with that. And yeah, man, shout out to Pressman Coverage. Shout out to the crew. And yeah, man, y'all just continue to support, man. I appreciate it. Anybody that's just been showing love, sharing the videos, giving me flowers when y'all see me outside, man. So I really, really appreciate that. Man, today is interesting for me because we have this brother on here, man, and how we met was just such in an organic way. It was extremely interesting, to say the least. I think, shout out to Sci-Fi.
Josh. Yeah, shout out to Sci-Fi, man.
Just sharing the story with that, meeting this brother, how we met, and we'll get into it once we land the plane.
Yeah.
How we met was just such in an organic way, man, and how I was introduced to this brother was like, yeah, this guy, he's next, man. Like, he's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to take my word on it, you might want to go and see what this brother is about. And
nah, thank you, man.
I went and looked and seen what was going on, and nonetheless, I was impressed, man.
I'm honored, bro. I'm honored, bro.
Yes,
Thank you, man. Thank you,
man. So I had to get him on the show. We're gonna learn about him today. We're gonna get his story, and yeah, man, I'm excited, man, to chop it up with you today.
I'm honored to be here, bro.
Yes, man.
Chopping it up, hanging it out, bro.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, you will know by today.
We're getting tapped in right now.
We're getting tapped in
right now.
I'm telling you, this brother is like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mikey Jay in the building.
What up? Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, man.
Honored to be here.
honor, man.
Yeah,
An
man.
honor.
Thank you,
man.
bro. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for pulling up on me, bro.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know I had to, bro. Had to come through.
That's love, man. Let's start with the mental health, man, before we get into like how we met and stuff, man.
Yeah,
how are
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How's your mental, man? This is fresh 2026, man.
It is. Praise God.
Yes.
I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah.
very like, we were talking a little bit earlier, just like trying to get prepared for the year.
Yes.
Letting God be God and just kind of, I think 2026 is going to be a crazy big year. But with that, I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that goes on. I think there's going to be a lot of, just people that are not in the right mindset or things that are trying to hold you back. And so I really just been taking, that last holiday season, last 2 weeks to kind of just recenter, pray, and get ready, man, get in that mode. And so my mental health is good. I'm, I was literally just out with my friends last night, hanging out, watching a movie, and it's just like, all right, cool. It's good to be back in Nashville. It's good to be back in the flow of things, and let's get to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Man, that is beautiful, man. Glad you got everything kind of like recentered, because I think last time we had, we tapped in, we was trying to get this schedule. You was moving around. You was moving shaking.
Yeah. It was a lot of stuff.
A lot of traveling. You know what I'm saying? Very busy man. So, yeah, man, it was just dope to get you here, man. Man. And I'm glad that you got that well needed reset and regrounding and
absolutely,
setting the intentions right and praying, bro. So
absolutely, bro. I think it's like it's one of those things that's just important. Like that's how I was raised. That's what I believe in, and especially going into a new year, it's a new time. Nashville's still relatively new for me, and so it's like coming back here and just being able to, all right, let me breathe.
Yes.
Let me get everything aligned, and then, man, let's go do it. So
100%.
it's gonna be a good year, bro. It's gonna be a good year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So let's get into how we met, man.
Yeah.
This particular night, I have a relationship with Deja.
Yeah. Shout out to Deja.
And,
Tim, everybody, Bree, all of them.
Yeah, Tula, Bree. And, I was going there to support them that night, man, for the headliner.
Yeah.
Moving around in the party, man, I see my man Sci-Fi. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Sci-Fi, man. Shout out to Sci-Fi, man.
Yeah, man. That's a hidden gem in the city, too, man.
Yeah, that's the boy.
That brother is good, man. He's good at what he do, and he's always a humble soul, man. So
absolutely.
I had to show love to him, and it just so happened you was right next to him.
Yeah.
And he introduced me to you.
Yeah.
And I shook your hand, and we shook up, and we exchanged, and I thought it was very cool of how, Sci-Fi spoke very highly of you, bro. You know what I'm saying right there, and he was just like, bro, this guy's next, man. Like, I'm not kidding. I know you know talent. I'm telling you, he's like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This brother is out of here. And, you have sometimes in certain settings where people, they'll add a little flavor on it.
Yeah, they be gassing, bro. Yeah. I'm already knowing. Bro. Like, I keep it real, bro. They be like, nah, he crazy, bro. It's like, I'm already knowing, bro. For sure.
Hey, that is hilarious. But how you handled it was so cool and smooth, man. You know what I mean? And that's what impressed me, because, when he's bigging you up and giving you your flowers, I'm like, okay. I trust Sci-Fi word, and I know he knows.
Sure. Yeah.
So I never necessarily had a doubt, but it was just like, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, like I gotta go see.
Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I remember asking you, and I'm like, man, if you could guide me to a place to like start my listening journey to you, where would that be? And you told me at that time you had Click Out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you said start there. And I went there and I was like, okay. When I finally checked it out, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, this brother hard, okay.
Yeah. No, it's a good record.
So,
yeah.
I'm like, man, I just had one of them random days where I'm like, all right, let's take a little further deep dive and like what he got
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's go and see some of his old work, because I like to see, the progression.
Absolutely.
Or like you evolving as an artist, or where did it start? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you hit a stride? I'll tell you this, I thought it was super funny. I said, oh, okay, that's nice. Let me see if he can do it again. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's real.
Back. is this his first time hitting a gold mine?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
has he been doing this?
That's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
And so when I went back and checked the old work, I was like, whoa, mind blown.
Wow. Thank you, bro.
I said, oh, no, he been, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
I'm honored, bro.
It's
Thank
different.
you. Thank you.
So I just thought that was a funny story, man. But, like, I met you at this point in time in your journey.
Yeah.
Walk me through what
man.
got you to here. Because you hit on so many other marks, like from the crispiness of how you make your music,
Yeah.
the catchiness and hooks that you play with, the fun and vibrant sounds and sonics you like to do.
Yeah,
I can tell you high energy, you like to have fun, but it never lacked in the message. And so when I'm hearing all of those things, all of those elements, I'm like, all right, obviously either this brother's an alien or
Hey, I might be. I don't know. I might be an alien. I could be AI. I don't know. I could be AI, bro.
Or he has so much of the foundations and things that he's learned that it's like, oh, I got the formula now. Like, I know what to do.
Shoot.
So just walk me through that journey.
Yeah.
What built these foundations that we hear today in this music?
Yeah, man. I mean, I was born in LA, raised in Dallas.
Okay.
And so I just think those two cultures just off rip already gave me, I don't know, I had a really, like, I experienced the West and then I experienced the South. And it was a really good melting pot. And so growing up in Dallas, I went to a 6A school. I went to Martin High School. I went to Crossroads, like my church, a big mega church. So like I was very involved, like with music, sports, theater, acting, all that stuff. And so I had which shout out my parents. I had a very well-rounded like childhood as far as being exposed to things. And you know, for any parents listening, like let your kids try things. 'Cause that's what helped me. Like my parents allowing me to try soccer or to go try, you know, I remember playing T-ball when I was like a little kid.
That's fire.
You know, I remember doing show choir in junior high just to try it out. And that helped me start crossing the list off of like, I don't want to do that. Or like, I'm not good at this. Or I hate this thing, but I'm really good at this one aspect of it.
Gotcha.
And so just through the years, you know, of doing stuff, going places, traveling, meeting people, doing music, all that, it really helped shape what I wanted my sound to be. And so, man, when I was younger, I was very incompetent on the business of music and how to make it, right? I was just like, man, I can do it. And I had a homeboy that we would rap at camps. I would make, you know, little beats on like my old, if anybody knows this program, it's called Mixcraft. It was Mixcraft 7. So if anybody knows that, it was like the old whatever. But I had this like black Asus laptop on Mixcraft and I was making little beats and we would rap on them and do them at camps. And
that's fine.
You know, we had a couple songs. I always say this. We had a song go triple platinum at camp.
Hey,
like, I got this video and it's like, the song was called Water Break. And so the hook was literally us just yelling, I need a water break. And at the camp, bro, everybody be waiting. They'd have their water bottles like half open. And as soon as we hit that hook, they be just throwing them, bro. God. And it's a core memory because I got that video on my phone of like, that's the first time I was like, oh, shoot, like this could really be a thing.
Yeah.
So just experiences like that, you know, getting to travel somewhere for the first time or, you know, getting a feature for the first time, you know, things like that, that just really shaped a lot of that. And I also think, you know, I love the Lord. I think that God put purpose and calling like in my life. And one of the biggest things for me was to make music that could impact people.
Yes.
And so, you know, you kind of hit on it earlier, but like, I'm really, really intentional with which a lot of people don't like think about this. They're just like, oh, it's a good song. But like, I'm really intentional with like melodies and writing and structure of records.
Yes.
Because sometimes I feel like you can either do too much or not do enough, or you can put a weird thing in whatever. And like, I love the science behind music. There's literally, okay, well, I remember in church, which I'm not trying to, you know, snitch on church culture, but like there are certain keys that if you play long enough or hold out notes, it'll make people cry. Or if you do a certain thing, then it's like, we're putting you in the mood of this. If we play this song and we vamp this enough times, you know, whatever. So that stretches to all types of music. And that was one of the things that I learned, you know, growing up in church is like, wow, like music can be impactful. Like there's something special about it. And so, yeah, I just used all of that combined with my influences through social media, culture, everything, like, you know, the age of TikTok and the age of, you know, virality and all that stuff to really just lock in on like, okay, what did I want my career to be about? What did I want to say to the world? What's the impact that I feel like I'm supposed to have? And that's how we got to here. So it's just been, it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Wow, that is fire, man.
Yeah, bro.
When did you know? Well, obviously having those moments, and hitting those pockets of like, oh, I love this feeling. When did you know you wanted to like dive all in and take this full on serious?
Man. You know, to be honest, I never wanted to be an artist first.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I never. And honestly, I didn't even really want to write first either. I was producing. Like I was just my homeboy was supposed to be the rapper, like, you know, and shout out Redmond if you're watching this, but like he was the guy. And my other homeboy Trey was rapping and I was just behind the scenes, you know, making little beats. Yeah. And I'd occasionally help with like, yo, we should say this in the hook or like we should do this. And I remember one day I did a song and I did a feature on it. And that was that Water Break song that ended up going triple platinum at camp, whatever. And funny enough, people were like, yo, your song is amazing. And I was like, this is not my song. I just produced it and put a little verse on it. This is his song. And from there, it really started to change of like, wait, I think like I could actually do this. Like I think I could be an artist. And I remember growing up, I would go see like whatever artist, whether it was a hole in the wall show or it was some big show at like, you know, Gas Monkey's a big venue or American Airlines, whatever. And I'd be like, yo, this is insane. They get to like share their story and they get to share impact. And from the sound to the stage design to lighting to all the things, you get to bring people like into this world. And then what you do in that world is up to you. So like, you know, some people use it to push some not very good things, but like, you know, I can do that. I can do the same thing. I can create an atmosphere. I can create an experience to where I can bring people into this world and do something good with it, like do something positive. And I think from those moments growing up, I was like, wow, I really want to do this. And it was one of those things that my brain doesn't know how to do anything else. Like, I don't know how to do a 9 to 5 for real. Like, my parents will tell, like, I remember coming home from a concert and I was like, I'm never working a 9 to 5 ever again. Like, I can't do it just because I know that I have like a different purpose for my life. And if I sit here and try and work at fill in the blank incorporation, then like, I'm going to know that one, I'm hurting myself, right? Because I don't want to do this. But two, there's somebody out there that needs to hear what I'm making. And whether that's to be inspired or to lift them up or to, you know, do whatever they want with the music. I always say, like, I want my music to be a soundtrack to people's lives. Yes. And if I don't make the music, if I don't put it out, if I don't influence, even on the writing side, if I don't write for people, if I don't, you know, have influence, some people might not ever get the thing that they were supposed to get because I decided to be selfish and just settle for like, I'm going to go get a 9 to 5. I'm going to go be, you know, stable and do whatever. And so it's, I know the artist route and writing and all that stuff looks very like flashy and blah, 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 woo-de-woo. But like, I think about it of like, if I don't do this, like this is the purpose and calling that I have on my life, then so-and-so people don't get what they're supposed to get from it. Yes. And I think it's all ordained by God. So yeah, man, I don't know. I just grew up listening and being in music and acting and all that. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to do this.
Man, that is amazing, man. Wow.
Yeah,
we'll get back onto the timeline. Yes,
yeah. There's a lot there, and it's a lot deeper. But you know,
yes. Talk to me about, you know, we'll go there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the struggles of staying on that path. Like, tell me, over these years, what you have already either realized or realizing what it takes to stay dedicated to the calling.
Yeah, man. Entertainment in general is one of the few industries where you don't get paid for your work up front.
Yeah.
It's like we go work at fill in the blank 9 to 5, and you clock in, you clock out, and then you get paid every 2 weeks or every quarter, whatever you're supposed to get paid. You get paid for the amount of hours you work, the amount of time you put in. Music specifically is one of those things to where I could sit here and make an entire album and spend however X amount of much money on it. I could go get a marketing team. I could go get, you know what I'm saying? Like you could put your blood, sweat, tears, money, everything into this thing. That does not mean you are going to get paid.
At all.
And that's the hard reality of it is most people aren't going to get paid. Most people are not going to see a single dollar. Most people are not going to get to the level they want to get at to make it a career. And it's hard because then you're then forced to either put a pause on your life. You can't get married, can't have kids, you can't travel, you can't do anything because you're not making money. Or go get a job. And then when you get that job, it takes time away, resources. You're now dead tired when you get off work. So you're like, well, I'm not going to go cut 4 songs because I just finished a 12-hour shift at this warehouse. So now I'm dead tired, and I got to come home and cook, or I got to do this for my wife, whatever it is.
Yep.
So music in general, it looks great, but only when it works. Like people look at fill in the blank, Drake, SZA, whatever, and they're like, wow, their life is so good, and like they're on private jets and they're doing tours and they're doing whatever, but like they spent 10, 15, 20 years trying to like, man, I got to figure out how I'm going to pay rent and make this album. You know what I'm saying? Or like even people like in my position to where it's like, okay, I'm able to do music, but I'm not like balling. I got to figure out, man, if I spend money on marketing, I probably need to only eat ramen this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like the
and
that's the reality, bro.
Man.
Like, and I'm very transparent with people of like, it's not all flashy and, we all driving Maybachs and you could have 100 million streams and still be working at Chick-fil-A. Like that's a real thing. Yes. And so that was also a part of my upbringing is like, well, if I'm going to do music, I need to figure out business because it is music business. It's not just music and it's not just business. It's music business. So yeah, man, there's a lot of struggles there. Also there's a lot of temptation within music. You can get distracted very easily, whether that's money, cars, women, or men, whatever it is. Like, there are a lot of distractions. And so you can start catching some motion, start getting some things going right. And all of a sudden you're like, well, this popped up and this is more attractive to me, so I'm going to go do this. Man. And then you're missing what you're supposed to actually be doing.
Yes.
And so that's, where that alignment and being aligned with what God wants for you comes from. But, yeah, man, it's a lot of distractions. It's crazy.
Man. Tell me about the discipline it takes to stay on the right path, to continue to pour into what you're pouring into.
Yeah. Obviously it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is that you don't do it alone. Like you've got people around you that, when you're acting out a character or, like, yo, bro, we've been seeing you kind of been, leaning this way a little bit. What's going on? You got to have accountability.
Yep.
And like I know that
That's
word
accountability
is
people, man, right?
overused, and some people, do whatever with it. But accountability really is a real thing. And I'm not saying you need to have 20, 30, 40 people around you always telling you, you need to do this and don't do that. But, find some people that you trust, right? That you genuinely are like, man, you're aligned with what I want to do. We believe in the same things, to hold you accountable. Because then, when you're not chasing those things, or even when they're not chasing those things, or they're not being of the standard of the character that y'all have talked about, you get to be like, hey, say, bro, like, we talked about, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to go here. Yes. Or like, yo, man, I'm tripping, bro. Like, can you pray for me about this? Or like, can you help me with this, bro? Like, I need some realignment. And so the discipline part of it, it's hard because, you're also traveling. You're doing a ton of things. You're running around. Your schedule is not the same day to day. And so it's hard to be on like a regimen or like a discipline. Like, this is what I do every day to make sure I'm aligned. Because some days you don't get the time to be able to wake up, take your time, take a shower. Like, you don't get to do that. And sometimes you wake up and some random country. Sometimes you wake up on a bus. Sometimes you wake up on a flight to, you know, wherever. Yeah, and it's just like you have to roll with the punches, and that's why you got people around you to, you know, help be accountable and help keep you disciplined. And yeah, it's just rolling with the punches, man.
Man, that's good, man.
Yeah,
that's good. To the timeline thing, man.
Yeah.
From Dallas.
Yeah.
What sparked the move to Nashville?
Yeah, that's a good question. Dallas is home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dallas will forever be home. I love Dallas. I love everybody in Dallas. The biggest thing for me was that my season of time was just over in Dallas. It was one of those things of like, I knew I wanted to pursue music, right? And I'll say it, I did not have the courage to actually go pursue it. So I had a job. I was a creative director at a church, and I got fired.
Wow.
And so the biggest thing was, okay, now I don't have like financial attachment. My family had moved from Dallas. Like, I don't have any attachment to Dallas. So either I'm going to go do this thing, and this is the time to do it, or I'm going to go get a 9-to-5, and I'm going to stay in Dallas, and I'm just going to, you know, it is what it is. This is home, and I'm used to it. The other aspect, which I'm sure a lot of artists and stuff can attest to, is it's always harder to get love and traction in your hometown. There's something about like, oh, you're just that rapper from down the block. You know what I'm saying? And they don't take you serious.
Or like, I know you from this. Or
yeah,
that.
Like, bro, I know you from church. Or like, I know you from school, bro. Like, you don't make music, bro.
Yeah, man.
And so that was a thing that I felt heavily. And you know, I had people, community around me that supported me, but majority of it was like, you're just the local rapper. Like, you're just the, you know, whatever. And taking that leap of faith and stepping out. Like, I remember telling my parents it was going to be Nashville, LA, or Atlanta. And, you know, thank the Lord I chose Nashville. But yeah, it was one of those things that my season and my time was over in Dallas, and God literally opened up doors to move here specifically. And so I was like, well, either I'm going to walk through this door, and like, bro, I'm telling you, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, Nashville just seems like the place I need to go to. Like, I didn't have mad connects here. I didn't even have like a place to stay here until 3 months before moving here. Yeah. So I was like, I knew I was going to move here. I was making plans to do it, but I didn't even know I was going to live. I didn't know, you know, a ton of people. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it in music. I didn't know if I was going to move here and then have to actually just get a job. Like, so it was one of those things that like, I was like, all right, God, like, if I'm going to do it, then I guess I got to just move in faith and like actually do it. And so, yeah, the goal of wanting to pursue music and actually, you know, put my money where my mouth is. Like,
yes.
I'm going to go do it and say that I'm an artist and I'm a writer and I do it and everything, then I'm going to go do it. Like, it's always been, you know, how my parents raised me. Like, no one's going to hand it to you, so you got to go get it. And yeah, man, moved out here, and yeah, March of 24, and it'll be 2 years coming up in March. So
wow, man.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
Dope. What has surprised you about Nashville, man? Like, once you got here and kind of got settled, right? What surprised you here? Whether if that's in the music scene or just the community.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be real. I definitely thought Nashville was all country. Like I definitely,
yeah.
I thought I was gonna move here and be like, man, they over here yeehawing.
Yeah,
they got cows walking down the street.
Yeah,
and you know the crazy thing is, like, I'm from Texas, but like I'm from Dallas, so it's not.
Dallas is nice.
No, Dallas is lit. Like, but it's not like random cows walking down the street.
Yeah, not at all.
And I'm sure people think that about Texas, of like, well, y'all got, you know, hay barrels just sitting.
Yeah,
but like, I genuinely thought that about Nashville. I was like, man, I'm finna get here and everybody gonna have cowboy hats on. They're gonna have boots on. They're gonna be two-stepping, line dancing down Broadway. Like, but when I got here, it was cool to get involved with, people just that were on a different type of time, and they were just more cultured and more, you know, open to things, open to like, man, yeah, we listen to rap, we listen to R&B, we listen to pop, we listen to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just country, and I love country, but it was like, I'm not sitting down and putting on a country record first. Like, that's just not me, I am.
Yeah, me neither.
And so I was like, I want to find that community that is also of the same, like, yeah, man, we love it, but like, that's not what we really get down to.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the things that surprised me about Nashville. Is like, there's actually urban music here. Like, there's all types of different types of music, alternative, indie rock, pop, all that stuff. And so that's been a cool thing, getting to discover more and more. And hopefully in 2026, I discover more and more subgenres and different artists. And like, you know, you could sit down and be like, whoa, I didn't even know like this existed. I also think Nashville has great food. Like, that was one of the things that I was not expecting. I was like, man, you know, it's gonna be like Southern cooking and stuff, but like, they really got everything here. Like, I just had falafel the other day, had some shawarma. Like, it's one of those things that I'm like, man, like, I really enjoy like the food culture here. I enjoy the people as well. Like, everybody here still got that Southern hospitality, but it's cool because in music they still get things done. And
for sure.
You know, people care about like, hey man, we're not gonna work, it's a holiday, or like, hey man, you know, how's your family, or like how, you know, stuff like that, because I come from that, and so it's really cool. I'm a relational person, but yeah, no, Nashville's been great. I've been loving it, and it's definitely, I still got more stuff to learn, and still more stuff to be a part of, but I don't know, I've enjoyed it a lot,
man. I'm glad you've enjoyed it here, man. And everything that you've experienced here is what Nashville is, man. You know, and it's more layers to it for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I'm ready.
And so, man, this is dope that you got here and you landed, and it's a place that feel like home for you, man.
Yeah. No, it does, man. I love it here. It's dope.
Yeah.
I love Nashville. I love Nashville.
Yeah,
I just want to say that. I love Nashville.
That's tight, man. In what period when you were here in Nashville did you drop music, or were you dropping music in between? Like,
so I was doing. Oh man, now I gotta think. So yeah, I was dropping music. Almost. No, I wasn't.
Cause man, you go like your catalog goes back. Like,
so that's, people don't know. Like, I've been making music, like, and I've been making music since like 2019, bro. Like, and so I mean, even before that, because I was doing camps and stuff. That stuff's just not out. But like, when I moved here, I took a little bit of time to like get settled and stuff like that. And I didn't really, which y'all fact check me if I'm tweaking, but I didn't really drop anything until October of 2024. Okay. And I dropped the EP Minimal.
Gotcha.
And so I had taken, because I knew when I moved to Nashville, before I moved here, I already wanted to drop an EP. Like, I was like, I want to put 6 songs out, you know, that I'm really proud of. But moving here in that time frame, it gave me enough time to meet the people to make the type of music I wanted to make, if that makes sense. Yes. So like in Dallas, love Dallas, just didn't have the music community that I really wanted to make and go to that level that I wanted to go to. I felt like, you know, just my season was up in Dallas. I felt like there was nothing more for me to gain at that time. Now, I could go back and, you know, meet new people and stuff, but like at that time, I was like, man, I feel like, you know, I'm doing the best that I can here. I'm doing, you know, better than most of the people here. I feel like I need to level up. And coming to Nashville allowed me to be really, really, really small fish in a huge pond.
Yes.
And, you know, it was good for me to be humble and just learn from people, to be a part of the circles of like, yeah, man, so this is how we do this is how we blah, 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 learning terms, lingo, all that stuff. That way, when it got time to me to start working on that EP, I now had the connections to be like, yo, man, can you come in and help me on this? Can you show me this? Or like, you know, meeting people like Isaiah, Aaron, Tony, everybody that touched that EP. You know, we even did like a listening party for it. Like, we were able to create an experience because, you know, I moved here and took the time to curate those records and make that. And so I think October of 2024 was like the first time, which y'all correct me if I'm tweaking, but like that was the first time that I dropped something in Nashville. And then from there, you know, fans of my old music are like, they'll tell me sometimes like, dude, I can tell when you moved to Nashville. Like, I can tell like when you, because
Sonics, like for you, did the Sonics change?
The Sonics did. yes and no. So like moving here, yeah, small fish, big pond. I was exposed to the music industry.
Got you.
It's different when you listen. I'm gonna just use Drake as an example. It's different when you listen to Drake as, you know, a listener. You're still an artist. You're doing stuff, but you're not actually in the music industry. Versus now I'm in the music industry and I'll listen to a Drake record and be like, I know why this worked. I also know who wrote on it, who produced, you know what I'm saying? And I know the behind the scenes, oh, he got this beat from him and this person works with this person. That's why there's this in it. Or he got this feature, you know what I'm saying? And so I think being involved in the industry allowed me to just like tune my ears more to like, this is the Sonic that I want. And now I know actually how to achieve it. I think before I was like, I really want to do this. I really want to try this. But I was just kind of doing...
Just paint at the wall.
Yeah, just throwing stuff. Man, let me try this. Let me try this. And I think now I'm finally in a space to where I have the ability, right?
Yes,
and the connections, everything to actually lock in of like sonically, this is where I'm at. This is what I want to do. You know, even down from recording myself, tracking my vocals, you know, engineering, stuff like that, that I'm like... okay, I'm able to sit here and take time because I know what I'm doing now. Like, I know, like, honestly, I'm not a fan of other people tracking my vocals and stuff.
Really?
Like, I don't like, because I think about it like, you know, I could sit here and do it faster and know exactly what I want to do. I can also take my time. If I want to change words, I can do whatever. If I want to sit here and like, you know, like, let me try this, let me do melody passes versus if I'm in a booth, somebody's always punching me in. And I'm like, hey, put me here or put this on. Hey, like, I don't want to have to try and explain every single thing that I want while I'm recording.
Got you. Because you're in that zone.
Because I'm in the zone. Yeah. I can just do it. And so it's not like a, you know, I hate recording engineers. Like, and I love working with everybody. But, you know, if I'm in a session and people are like, so you want me to, I'll be like, I got it. Like, I'll do it. I'll track it. And it'll just be way simpler. But. Yeah, man. So I think October 2024 was like the first time that I dropped something in Nashville.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fire.
Yeah, it was cool.
We can dive into like soon with just how you like to create your music.
Yeah.
And like you said, playing with the Sonics. But I do want to ask you about the songwriting journey, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure it's like helped you with exposing you to so much more and like traveling the world with like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, I've seen you do some cool stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what it's like being in that, juggling the two between your personal artistry and songwriting, because I know it can be demanding. You know 100%, what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like if it's just the pace is up and
dude.
You're here, there.
I will say, that balance between, you know, writing for other people, all that stuff, and then doing your own stuff, it's such like a fine line of like, where do I spend my time? Because, you know, that's the one thing that we can't get back. It's just like, and it's always ticking, like it's always going. Yeah. Like I can't stop it. So there are pros and cons to both sides, right? Like it's a duality, being able to do both things. I will say being on the songwriter producer side of things has definitely opened my eyes and ears, you know, sonically just to different things. And like you said, having those different experiences and being able to listen to an artist on the radio versus being in the room with them and seeing like, okay, this is why they do this, or like, you know, they've got these 3 people that work on everything with them, and that's it. Like,
sub question.
Yeah.
Have you had any experience where somebody like extremely impressed you?
Oh
like,
yeah,
or inspired you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, when I signed my pub deal with Empire in February of 2025.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And so actually, it'll be a year.
That's tight.
You know, coming up, and that in and of itself, one was God, but 2, like blew my mind. The experiences that followed signing that, which, you know, I would like to think I was a pretty okay writer, like before that, pretty solid. there's something about being in a room of like Grammy this, BMI award this, I wrote this for Michael Jackson, I did blah blah blah. Like there's something about being in those rooms consistently.
Yes.
That once again, if you already felt like small fish, big pond, you are now a tiny speck. Like you are a tiny speck on this whole spackled universe. And it's one of those things that you have two options, right? Mm-hmm. You can either choose, well, none of this matters, I suck, and you know, I give up. They're so good and blah, blah, blah. Or you can choose, you know what? Actually, I did sign a deal and I'm here for a reason.
Yes.
So let's learn. Let's grow. Let's be humble and let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to it. And so having those very, 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 very crazy experiences, like quick story. I remember, and I can't say who, but like I remember we were working with an artist and we were in LA, and one of the producers, you know, he lives in the hills, and it was cool. We went to his house, you know, 3-story mansion, you know, all this stuff. He got crazy subwoofers, plaques on his wall, all this stuff. And this is my first trip in LA to make music. Wow. 'Cause I'd been to LA, obviously. And I'm not gonna lie, shout out Empire. Y'all did it big. They had us staying in Beverly Hills. Like they had us taking Uber Blacks everywhere. Like it was nice, man. We was eating at, I think it's Javier's, the steakhouse in LA. Like it was crazy. But my first experience ever making music in LA was super bougie, top tier, you know, whatever. And so my homie Stu, he be telling me all the time, he like, bro, this not everybody's experience, bro. Like, he was like, I remember trapping in Compton, making beats, like, and I was like, dang, bro, not me. Like, I didn't have to do that, bro. Like, I did not have to do that at all. Like, I started on, you know, Beverly Hills. Like, I started walking down Rodeo, just like, dang, we making music. It's great.
That's fine.
But we go to this multi-platinum, you know, whatever producer's house, and we're making records in the in like the pop funk lane. So, you know, if y'all know, there's I would say there's like 5 artists that come to mind when you think of pop funk. It's one of those. Yeah. We're making this song, doing it, writing it, and you know, he's a real producer, so he's like playing the hi-hat, we're tracking it in, all that stuff, right? It's crazy. And it gets to the point where we gotta start cutting vocals to the record. Yeah. I'm sitting here like, I already wrote, I did my job, like I'm good, whatever. And they take the mic and he just like shoves it in my chest and he's like, all right, cut the vocals. So it was like I got like G-checked, like my first time of like, yeah, you're in this room, but like, do you deserve to be here? And it wasn't a malicious thing. They weren't mean.
It's just how it is. Like
bro, we are here. Mm-hmm. We need to see like if you'd even deserve. Can you
hold your own?
Can you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know, and nobody in the room said nothing. They was like, yeah, he got it. Like, and I was like, you know, internally I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh man, like I've never like, you know, I've cut demos and done all that stuff, but I've never had to in the room cut the song for the people. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time doing it, and I'm sitting there, and they hand me it's an SM7, and you know we're doing it, and they're like, all right, let's get it, and I'm like, yeah, let's get it. We start doing it, and you know, praise God, like I'm doing it, I'm cutting the record, and it's sounding good, and we're doing this stuff, and as we're cutting it, they're making critiques, and I'm like, yeah, man, let me try this, blah blah blah. I get to this one note, it's super high, which this experience taught me to like. Also, I watch anime, and there's an anime called My Hero, and their whole thing is like go plus ultra, like you gotta like surpass your limits. So this is my first musical surpass your limits moment. I couldn't hit this note. Like it was just too high. I was like, y'all want me to do this run and like I just can't hit it. And homeboy, he's sitting there, he's like, you gonna have to hit it or we not doing this record. And so I'm like, man, every time, and I'm starting to get in my head, blah blah blah. And shout out, I can't say it, but like shout out KP. KP's the producer, and so I can say that. But like KP was like, he hands me the mic, he walks me out to the balcony. You can see all of Hollywood Hills, you see all of LA, you see everything, super bougie, all that stuff. He's like, now look at that, like look at everything. These records that we are making is like what gets you to see all of that Like that's your future, bro. Like that is everything. And he's like, now hit the note.
Ooh. Walk back in.
Bro.
Let's go do this.
I'm telling you, man. That like that's one of those moments that like, you know, he didn't have to like inspire me. Like he didn't have to, you know, do that. But yeah, we hit the note and
man.
we did it and we was lit and you know, it was a good time and from there, it was one of those things that I hold as a core moment. Like I said, first time in LA, first session, first everything, that like I really had to step up and really had to push myself.
Yes.
And ever since then now, like every time I do something, I'm like, yo, how do we beat this? Like, let's challenge it. Like, let's, you know, this is dope. How do we beat it? Like,
yes.
And if there's not a way to beat it, then like, this is it. Let's do it. So yeah, man, I don't know. I think the songwriting journey has sonically shifted my mindset on how I think about music. I'm definitely I'm a melody driven person.
Yes. Is that where you start?
Yes.
When you tend to create.
Yeah. So I'll do like melody passes. So like you put the track on or whatever it is. Or if there's no track and we're building it, I'll start coming up with ideas for, yo, we could try this melody here, whatever. And a lot of the times in rooms, they'll set up the mic and we're scanning, we're recording stuff. They'll be like, oh, that sounds like a hook or that sounds like a verse. And what we'll do is, you know, I do this all the time with the guys. Like, I do a pass, you do a pass, he does one, he does one. Then we'll solo each one with the beat, pick the sections we like. Dude, I really like this run here. Oh, I like this. It sounded like you said blah, blah, blah. Let's take that. And we do each one, and we'll literally, that's why I called it science, we'll splice together a song of melodies.
Wow.
And then from the melodies, we'll literally write an entire song. And you can change as you're recording real time of like, actually, I want to hit this note here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you have base level. Here's the melody pass. Here's the song. Now let's write it. So that's formula I like. There's obviously other ways to do it. There's no right way to do it. I just like doing it like that. But melody is my first thing that I gravitate towards.
I think that's very interesting because it's like when I'm listening to your music, you find such interesting pockets.
Yeah.
In the track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, man, like how did he find that?
Bro,
you know
thank you.
I mean?
Oh man.
It's tight, bro. I'm like, dang, bro, like it's just so wavy. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's really what I'm trying to make my brand is like the wavy melody driven stuff that's just like, yeah, like how did bro come up with like this? And it's, you know, it's obviously it's not all me. Like I have people that I work with and do things and the team is awesome. But it's having that brainchild idea of like, man, I hear this record and I hear something interesting. Like people shout out Lexi because she knows what I'm talking about. I will say this thing, and it's kind of dumb, but I'm like, man, we got to swag this up. Like, you need some swag, bro. Like, when you're tracking vocals, bro, where's the swag? Like, and I say it all the time, and every record requires different things, but I'm like, what does the record require? Like, the swag, whatever it is in that record, if I need to be a little more mumbly in this, I need to mumble. If I need to be right on it for this certain part, or if I need to drop my voice for this, or if I need to, whatever it is, like, bro, we got to swag this up. Like, we can't just be la, 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 la. Like, we got to do something. And I'm very big on finding interesting things. Like, I'll tell the guys all the time, like, this is cool, but it's not interesting. Like, there's nothing about this that, like, if you cut this on, I'd stay for it. Like, it sounds like a good song, but there's no, like, I call it sticky moments. Things that are, for lack of better terms, like you vocal stem them of call me up, back again, like what are the things, even the bounce, dun, 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 dun. Like I'm a very visual person. Like I just when people see me record, I be in there like I be like doing whatever, and because I can feel it. But if the song doesn't make you do that, like not necessarily jump around, but like if you don't feel like the bounce here, or I get what you're doing here, I feel the pocket, I feel whatever it is, I feel this sticky melody, then I feel like I've failed making the record, because I need you, every song that I do, I need you to remember something. And honestly, songwriting taught me, especially doing like the foreign stuff, so I'm really big in like K-pop, J-pop, all that stuff right now. we obviously, I mean, I'm sure some people speaking or watching this can speak Korean and Japanese and stuff. I can't. I don't know what they're saying, but the record's hit. So that made me do a deep dive on like why are they selling out, stadiums and all this stuff, blah blah blah. One, obviously they've got the money to do it, but two, it's the melodies, it's the cadences, it's the sonics.
Yes.
We don't know what they're saying half the time. However, people are running around saying BTS is the best band in the world. They're my favorite artist. They're blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't understand 90% of what they're saying. However, they've done a great job. They've created a pocket. It's sticky. It's catchy. And obviously the persona and branding behind that whole thing. But that's what the foreign songwriting has taught me too. Of like, dude, I want people in India that have no idea how to speak English to be na. Like there's something about. I mean, it's nursery rhymes, bro.
That is
like,
tight, man.
People think about Mary Had a Little Lamb or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Like half the time, bro, we just learn those as kids. But the reason that they stick around, like it's got a pocket. It's catchy, and so yeah, man. Songwriting's taught me a lot, but we just be having fun. Hey. That's what it's all about, man.
No. When we were starting the episode, bro, you told me for instance, like I Like the Way, right?
Yeah.
You told me you looped around on that track.
A
couple of times. Y'all passed it.
Yeah.
How did that even happen?
Well, shout out to Spencer Kane. Shout out Spencer.
Like it didn't stick at first?
No. My boy Talib, which crazy producer in Atlanta, Talib Mateen, tap in with him. He sent, I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 packs, but he sent just a bunch of production, right? And me and Spencer, we were chopping it up. We were like, yo, bro, we should get a record in for, at this time, it was in 2024. We should get a record in for 2025. We both live in Nashville now. We've been boys for a minute. Like, let's tap in. And, Spencer's like, all right, let's get some production going. Let's get some beats and, let's see what we like. And I remember going over to Spencer's and originally I had listened through the pack and I was not a fan of the beat for I Like the Way. I was like, I get it, but I wasn't on like a Jersey wave for real. I wasn't on the drill wave. And so I was like, I'm passing on it. And we had actually picked a different beat, which I don't think we ended up using for anything, but we picked a completely different beat and started working on it. And as often happens with making stuff, you just get to a point you're like, I'm not really feeling this. Like we've cut some stuff to this, but it's not like, it's nothing interesting about it. It's not sticky. There's nothing here. So Spencer's like, man, let's just re-go through all the stuff that, he sent you. And I'm like, yeah, might as well. At this point, I'm looking up different beats that I have that is just stored. Like I have like
just going through files.
Yeah, like I have like a Untitled full of stuff that producers are like, use this, blah blah blah. So I'm looking through stuff like what could fit. And Spencer plays the I Like the Way beat. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I mean, yeah. And because it's a good beat. Like, it's not bad. I'm like, yeah. And you want to, like, tag team? Like, you want to... He was like, yeah, bro. Like, I think this could be really cool. And I'm like, you know what? Sure. Like, the one I picked didn't work. So, like, let's do it. And, yeah, we sat there, started doing melody passes on it, started finding pockets. And the thing that tells me that a song will be dope is it's just, like, easy to find stuff. It's easy to find cool pockets. It's easy once somebody does something to then riff off of that to find something else. Like the song builds itself, honestly, because you're in the mode because the production is so dope and you like it that like you do something super crazy. And I'll tell people all the time in the studio, do something stupid. Like get on the mic and do something stupid because you never know, bro. Like literally that the call me up, like. I was playing around. I was like, it was a joke. Because I was just, like we were just doing whatever. And then we were like, no, keep it. Like, that's cool.
Wow.
And so it's, a lot of people have those same stories of like, yo, go in there and try something. Especially when you're inspired by the production or whatever it is. Have fun. And so, yeah, that's how that song came to be. and we ended up cutting vocals for it. We did a video, and we didn't expect, or at least I didn't. I don't know, Spencer, if you expected it, but I didn't expect it to be one of my biggest songs for 2025. Like, people literally, you know, sending me reels of them dancing to it, or like coming up to me like, dude, I like that song, bro. Like, and we had a show in October, and we did that song, and bro, like half the crowd knew the words. Like, it was crazy. Like, people just out there singing the whole song, that I'm like, man, so y'all crazy. Like really like this song. Yeah, like so no, it's a great record, and I love it, and you know, I would love to revamp it somehow, and you know, it'd be cool to get like a crazy feature on it and bring it back or something. Bro. But yeah, man, that song crazy. Was low key an accident, but yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
Glad people like it, bro.
How do you go with like picking your beats, man? Because like it's so many tracks that like it even just catches me from the production. You know what I'm saying? Like Bentley Trick is crazy. Yeah. Show You Off is crazy.
That's Isaiah Leroy. Shout out Isaiah.
Losing Focus, like, I mean, Click. Yeah, beat is crazy. Like,
Aaron,
how do you? Where did your ear develop for like what you want?
Nashville.
You know what I'm saying?
Nashville.
That's where it happened.
Yep, because it was one of those things. I was very like, this is a cool beat. I'll get on it. Like before, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody starts somewhere. But I think coming to Nashville, then being like emerged in just the culture, music creation, everything, I started to find sounds that I like and that I don't like. And, you know, wow, my voice sounds good on this, or it doesn't sound good on this, or, you know, whatever it is. And so now I'm able, when people send packs or do whatever, I'm able to listen through and be like, yeah, I would do this. Like, I wouldn't. Or I would do this with fill in the blank person, or like I need them to help me do this because I wouldn't do this, but it is dope. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, specifically like for Minimal and stuff, like me and Isaiah locked in like in his garage, and literally we curated sounds and made that. And you know, Click was same thing. Me, Aaron, Caleb, we sat. We call it the Loud House because it's like crazy. We make music there, but we sat down and we built that track from scratch. Like, of just, hey man, this is the vibe I'm going for. This is what I really want, and we took our time to like, you know, build it out, finesse it. And so a lot of it now is just being intentional with what I hear. But yeah, the beat selection is very important for me because like, you know, we're in a day and age of music to where, you know, just keep it a bean. Bro, half the time people don't even be saying nothing on no records. It's the beat. So like, so I wanna blend those worlds and, you know, sticky melodies, something that means something words wise, but then also the production. Yeah, you know, it catches you of like, yo, you know, at the end of the day, we're all using the same sounds. You know what I'm saying? Every artist in the world is using the same sounds. But it's how you can formulate that science, that formula. How do you create something? How do you create a moment for yourself to where people are like, I've definitely heard a hi-hat before, but low-key, this is hard. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's just being really selective with stuff and locking in with producers and stuff.
Fire, man.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you a couple of just random things.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's start light, man. What's your favorite food?
Mac and cheese. Or Wagyu steak.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean,
I like that. I like that. That was nice.
You can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I would do mac and cheese with steak. Like that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. And I want a steak.
Fire. You have a top 3 favorite movies?
Oh, absolutely. So, okay. People don't know this about me, bro. I'm a huge movie nerd.
Okay.
Huge, like, I don't know. I probably would have made a podcast about movies or something. Like, if I didn't do movies. Top 3 movies of all time. Number 1 is 2014 Interstellar by Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
Soundtrack by Hans Zimmer, Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway. Like, that movie, I'm weird. I have a soundtrack playlist that I listen to, and that's also the other thing that influenced a lot of my music. Like, I listen to everything.
Wow.
Like, I listen to anime soundtracks, I listen to movie soundtracks, like I listen to ocean noises, like I listen to legitimately everything. So yeah, 2014 Interstellar. 2 is a tie right now for me.
Okay.
They're both Christopher Nolan movies. Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
Or, which people are going to hate me for this, it's a movie called Tenet by Christopher Nolan. Yeah, it's a time interpolation movie. The problem with that movie is it came out during COVID. So people were hating on it, and they were like, "No one saw it in the theaters." And I was like, "Well, because it was closed. Like there was only like 5 theaters open in America, bro." Like, so I'm like, that movie's phenomenal. You got to watch it like 5 times to understand it. But I love that movie.
I'm gonna make sure I check it
3, out. 3 it's a good movie, bro.
Okay.
3 might also be a top. No, I'm gonna stand on it. 3 is La La Land. It's a phenomenal movie, bro. Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
That movie, the soundtrack to it, like it's one of those movies that you watch and I don't know, you feel inspired, but you also feel sad and like, yeah, because they're chasing dreams pretty much, and so it deals with all of the good things, right? But then also literally all the sacrifices that comes with.
I'm gonna have to get that list from you.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, La La Land is a. If y'all haven't seen those movies, you need to see them.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my top 3 for sure.
Okay, that's good. What's something that people don't know about Mike?
That they don't know about me. Man, that's a good question. If I could, I would own like 30 puppies. Yeah, like I love dogs. Yeah, I'm not a cat person.
Not at all.
I think cats are evil. I'm sorry. that's the truth. I'm tired of pretending like, oh, it's a cute cat. Like no, I don't like cats. Like, and I'm sorry if you have a cat. I think cats are evil. I'm just like, bro, like, and I got scratched by a cat when I was a kid, so that probably like traumatized me.
Oh yeah. But I just don't like them. They
no,
move sneaky,
yeah, bro. And they be like just looking at you.
Yeah, they weird.
I'll be like,
bro.
what, bro? Like,
yeah,
cats are evil. But yeah, if I could, I'd have a big old house and own like 30 puppies, and just like, the problem with that is like they're gonna like poop everywhere and like it's gonna be crazy. But if I could have puppies that didn't use the bathroom, that were just like infinitely cute and perfect, I would have a house full of puppies and yeah, just be chilling.
Man, that's fire. That's fire. I like it, man.
I don't think I've ever said that.
I'm a dog man too, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, just puppies.
30
man.
is a lot, so like you.
That's what I'm saying.
Dalmatian thing, bro. Like
just
puppies,
let them
bro.
run. Yeah, you just let them live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be great. I think it'd be great.
Fine. That'd be lit though. It would.
Yeah.
What inspires you, bro?
It's cliche, but I'll explain it. Like, I really am inspired by just living like life. Yes. I think that it's a blessing to be able to breathe and to live and to walk and to, do what you do. So I try and find inspiration in everything and like real life experiences. And then even when I'm a part of things that I haven't experienced, it's cool to be able to inject my take on it or my version of something I have closely experienced to that. So yeah, man, I'm inspired by a bird flying across the sky. Like, I'm inspired by, jumping into a pool, like stuff like that. Fine. Like I keep mental notes, and like I have a thing in my notes that's like just random things that I'm like, yeah, I ate ice cream at Jenny's and it was cold outside. We should make a song about being cold. I don't know, like,
hey, that's tight.
Just stuff that would seem very random, but to me it's inspiring. And that's not to be like super artsy fartsy or whatever, but just like I really do think it's a blessing to be able to be here. Yes. And so yeah, I'm just inspired by like being alive.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
I think my final question, and I may, if you want to ask me anything.
Yeah, for sure.
My final question to you, man, what's the North Star for you, bro? we getting to know you. We getting to know, your journey and where you started.
Yeah.
It's got you here. What you're currently enduring in the journey. For Mikey Jay, what's the North Star, bro? How do you? What do you trust in God with, and what do you envision? I mean, you don't have to expose it all because I know some of those things are very intimate and personal.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you could throw any of that stuff out into the universe,
yeah, absolutely.
What's the North Star for you, bro? How do you see this going?
Man, first and foremost, like obviously it's God's plan. So,
yes.
I could have a million dreams of what I think I want to do, and God has a different idea. I think for me, chasing that impact is really big. That's one of the things that like you said, North Star keeps me like aligned and going. Is being a space for people that, man, we wanna make dope records. We want to be excellent at what we do. We want to be a part of a community that loves each other. I'm just not trying to be out here, doing crazy stuff and being in the streets and all that stuff. But you still want to have culture. You still want to feel like you belong. You still want to, you know what I'm saying? And so I think chasing that impact, I think being able to relate to people, being a regular dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Always being humble and like, you're not above anything, keeping that mindset of like, whether somebody works at, a janitorial job or they fly private jets, whatever it is, like we're all humans and we all deserve love and we all deserve just dignity and respect.
Yes.
I think another thing is like on the practical level that is like guiding me is just that stability in life, the financial stability to be able to take care of myself, like my future family, my, current family, my friends, like being able to, so-and-so needs to go get this done or like needs to go to the doctor, whatever it is, like, cool. Like I got it. And, I think having wealth, this is my opinion. Having wealth to me is not the problem. It's the love of money. I think having that wealth and using it in a way that is concurrent to what God says we're supposed to do with it, to steward it well, but also to give, to help, to be, a blessing for other people. Like, that's why I want the wealth. That's why I want the house. That's why I want all those things. Is so like, if I got a homie who's like, bro, I need to just crash and stay and whatever. It's like, bro, I got 4 rooms, bro.
Yeah,
like, pick one. Or like, yo, my brother needs X, Y, and Z. Cool, don't worry about it. I'm gonna just cash app you, bro. Like, there's stuff that, because of the world we live in, you do need those finances. And so, yeah, on a practical level too, chasing that stability, chasing that that ability to be stable and financially there. But yeah, man, it's, also I'm having fun, and I want to continue to have fun. I want to continue to enjoy. My dad says all the time, enjoy the journey.
Yes.
Like, enjoy. Yes. It sounds dumb, but like, enjoy, eating ramen. Enjoy eating honey buns. Enjoy, driving a hoopty. Like, enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy all those things, because one day, you are going to look up, you're going to be in that house, you're going to have that car, you're going to have your wife, you're going to have all the things that you prayed for and worked for. But if you didn't enjoy the process of getting there, honestly, the journey is what it's all about, bro.
Yes.
Because if you just wake up one day and it's like, oh, life is perfect. It's like, yo, bro, but I don't have no friends. I didn't enjoy any of this stuff. All of this is empty to me. I don't care about this house that I now have because I didn't enjoy the journey of getting there.
100%.
It's like when kids turn 16, right? And they get a Lambo for their first car.
Man.
They're like, this is great. Then they go wreck it.
Yeah.
Because like, you didn't do anything to work to that car, so it doesn't have as much value to you.
Yes, man.
Versus, when I turned 16, I had to make money to buy a car at 17. And then I had to blah, blah, blah. Now, all of a sudden, I've done my career. I can afford this Lambo.
Perspective is different.
The perspective shift is way different. And I come from, man, it's worth working for. And anything that is worth having, like, it's not going to be easy to get.
At all.
And so that hard work mixed with faith to me is something that keeps me like going. Because like you said, I mean, yes, the word delusional, but like you do have to have some of that to like to really keep yourself like locked in to keep going. Because it's one of those things of like, let's be real, bro. We think that we're gonna sell music to people and they're gonna pay us for it when they could just go pay AI now. Or they could just go, I'm gonna just go listen to Drake. Like, why would I listen to you? Or I'm gonna go do this. Or like, I'm not paying to, whatever. Like we have to be somewhat delusional to think so-and-so in Nebraska is going to stream my song and pay me. Will want to spend their hard-earned money to like come see me at a show and support. And, that's the faith aspect. But the hard work aspect is like, you know what? I do believe that. Therefore, I'm going to make these records. I'm going to go do these interviews. I'm going to go do blah, blah, blah. I'm going to spread it. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Because we do have to put one foot in front of the other and like 100%. Walk. So yeah, man, I don't know. I think those are some of the things that keep me aligned, keep me, like you said, North Star going. I'm just I'm chasing these things, and it's not like a toxic chase to where you're like, the only things that matter in life is money and blah, blah, blah. Like, right. Still have family, friends, and, you
still got purpose in what
you're trying to do. You still have all those things. This year I'm trying to, which I don't know if should say this on a podcast, but I'm trying to give me a girlfriend this year.
Come on now.
And, it's one of the, man, it's one of those things that, yes, we are chasing those things. However, like, I know God also has other things for me in life. And so I'm finally at a point to where I'm like, I don't want to cut off all those things until I get this. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, let's grow together and do these things and achieve those things. So yeah, man.
I love it, man.
Yeah, bro. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm trying to have fun. That's what it's all about for me.
You seem like you're doing it, man. You seem like you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Your head is on right, bro. You seem like you have the right foundations. You have the love and support behind you. Yeah. Continue to operate in faith, bro.
Absolutely.
And, I hear it in the music, man, and I'm a supporter of the music now.
Thank you, man.
I can't wait to continue to see what you do, how you continue to grow as an artist, as a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then I'm gonna be here for you, man. So,
dude, absolutely, you got my support, man. Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me, and likewise, bro. Like this is an honor. I'm praying for y'all to be on. Y'all gonna be on every single news station, everything. Y'all gonna be on every platform, bro. Like,
thank you, bro. We trying to do it, man.
Hey, man, with two or more gathered, bro. I'm telling you, bro. All you gotta do is pray on it, bro. Yeah. God is funny, bro. God will make that joint happen. And when you least expect it, bro, like you'll wake up and be like, bro,
like what?
Like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's man, I love what you're doing, and like you were saying earlier, like creating a space for people to share stories, to share their heart, to just go deeper, with people, with fans, with whoever. That's important, bro. And not everybody, is willing to offer their platform to people.
Thank you.
So man. That's a huge blessing, bro. And just know that like it doesn't go unnoticed, and
thank you,
you're gonna get those blessings you've been praying for, bro.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Do you have any final thoughts for the people? Anything you want to say to the people? Any shout outs, anything, bro? You either can. You know what I mean? Hit your man right there or break the fourth wall. If it's anything you want to.
Man,
you can tell him be on the lookout. He got
2026.
He working on, y'all.
2026 is gonna be an amazing year.
Got some heat.
We got some stuff, man. 2026 is gonna be an amazing year. Just be looking out for consistency this year. Like consistency is a really big thing that I'm focusing on. The visual branding of things is gonna be really big. I don't know why I said that. It's gonna be really big. And I will say this: some of the records and some of the things that we've been doing behind the scenes, like for other people and stuff, like a lot of that stuff will start to come out. And so I don't know, man. Just be tuned in to what we're doing. And I say we because it really is not just me. It's me, Jack, Trip, Aaron. Like it's a whole group of people that is doing stuff that like, I am quote unquote the face, like the forward facing thing. Mm-hmm. But there are so many people like behind the scenes that are, mixing things or, getting my name in rooms to get me in this session. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people doing other things so that, you know, we can actually make this a Lord willing, multi-million-dollar business, you know? Because at the end of the day, like, it is a business. And so shout out to the entire team. You know who you are. But yeah, just be on the lookout. New music. We're doing a lot of stuff. I am working on a brand partnership right now with a pretty dope brand in Atlanta. So I don't know if I can say that yet, but you know, just stuff that's going on that we're going to be popping out. We're going to be doing a lot of shows this year. We are working on getting on the road for a couple of different artists. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this year. I'm excited to travel. Going to be going in Korea, all that stuff. And just, I don't know, letting God be God. So y'all tap in, don't sleep. Because, you know, if you oversleep, it's going to be too late. So.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey Jay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You have a song you want to play, man, to end this off?
Man, it needs to be out, or what is it? Actually, yeah, it should be out. It should be out.
We don't want to play any of it. You got some fire, man. You know what I'm saying? We keep that where it's at. You get that when you get that. You know what I'm saying? But
bro, just out.
You got a song that one of your favorite or your old. See, I know you in the future,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, wait. Hold on, let me, bro. To end it out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I would say Click, but I know we played that. Let's do You Can Choose Everything We Want or Circles. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question. That's a very hard question.
Yeah, that's tough. Okay, we'll do Circles. We'll do Circles.
That was my
that was tough though. I was like, ooh, because I like both of those.
Yeah. The Circles is like my mental health record. That was mine.
Yeah. Okay, man. Until next time, people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
Peace.
Adios.